Let me see. I think I should be left. Sorry about the little delay. Pretty sure. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently Bounsweet Community Day, as well as I'm gonna host some Primarina Raids for the remainder of the pretty much it leaves in a couple hours. So any last minute raids, pretty much gonna be hosting them, or if you just want to grind some raids, that works as well. I'm using my old mic right now because I actually have a makeshift vocal booth I set up in my room over here, and I really don't want to mess with that right now while I'm still working on my album. Connected. Just gonna check some of these, see if any of these are shiny. I should also pop an incense before I get too crazy. Alright, let me find where the first Primarina Raid is. Kimberly, welcome to the stream. How's everything going? Great to see you. Let me get this incense going. Alright, let me just check that. Alright, it's just a regular Bounsweet. That's fine. Alright, I think I see it. If you have any questions on what to bring to this raid, I recommend Vaporeon, Lapras, Lodsire. Pretty much stuff that has water absorbers are really good in this fight. How's everything going, Kimberly? Are you enjoying the tail end of your weekend? Just seeing if I get my first shiny Bounsweet. Excuse me. Oh, I guess I was like... I was hatching some eggs. I was trying to get my team ready for this upcoming weekend at the LA Regional. For Pokemon Scarlet Violet VGC. That's great to hear, Kimberly. Let's see, no shiny just yet. So just a Pokeball of that. Can you hear me okay, by the way? Because I just threw together my old mic and just plugged it in. I almost forgot I had to do that before I went live. That's one of the reasons why I was a little late today. Yo, what's up? Is that Crazy? Welcome. Alright. I think this is the first Primarina. So I will... Let me actually grab my trade Pokemon out of my party. That way I don't have to keep switching every single time I get into a new raid. Here we go. I want Clodsire. Still been Golden Goat. It's, I don't know. Awesome, James. Great to see you. Yeah, I'm using my old mic right now, and my mic stand and my other mic are kind of occupied at the moment. So, let me get this first raid up. Feel free to join. These are last minute raids, so I mean, I assume most people have already got their Primarina. But there's also a chance to just grind Herba Mystica items in general. You want Primarina, but you just started your game yesterday? Oh. Yeah, I don't think you can join them, right? Unless... Wait, can you join these type of raids if you've not beaten the game? It's been so long, I don't actually know. You might have to do the end game. Right? You have to get to the post game. It's all good, Kimberly. How was your camping trip? Did you have fun? That's awesome. I love... it's been a while since I've gone camping, but I used to go a lot when I was younger. I'm gonna give my Mamoswine a treat here, since I'm trying to work on hearts, making this best buddy. This is a Hundo Mammoth one. I've used it in Master League, but I want to make it Best Buddy because if you do make Pokemon Best Buddy in Pokemon GO, whenever they are currently your buddy, they actually can get 1 extra level. So even at max level, which is level 50 currently, if I have Best Buddy active, it goes to level 51. And in Master League, there's no limitations on how high the CP can be. I don't know how much of a difference it makes. If anything, it makes more of a difference in a mirror match, because if you don't know, in the GO Battle League, Pokemon's attack are determined, like who goes first is based on who has a higher attack product. So an attack IV in general. So if you are level 51 versus level 50 and you both have 15 attack IV, since I have the extra level, it makes me have a higher attack product. If you join, we'll lose. Oh, I see. Because you don't have anything that you can use, pretty much, is the reason. You don't have a level 100. It was fantastic. I'm glad you had a good time. We could try this with this. Oh, well, you know what? Maybe at some point. Dang. I was just realizing, I don't know if I have, they have wild, why is it like leaving me right now? What is Poplio is what it's called. I'm like, what is that thing called? They do have wild Poplio in the biome. I can't, if you tell me exactly where they spawn, I can go try to find one real quick. Maybe catch one for you if you want. I mean, I'm just chilling today, for the most part. Right, I'm gonna go for acid spray just to lower his defense. Oh wow, the Belly Bolt NPC used light screen, that's clutch. You heard of peacock when you were camping? That's awesome. You have wild peacocks out there in the UK. It's interesting because in SoCal, where I live, there's an area called Pasadena, and they actually do have wild peacocks that roam that area, which is not that common for the region. Peacocks are beautiful. Majestic birds. Mudslap is clutch in this fight just because it helps lower any real... I mean, it just helps reduce more damage just from the action drop. We'll see where we find ourselves. Because, I mean, right now it's like the very beginning and it's pretty chill. And I'm kind of multitasking anyway, so it's like... Honestly, I don't mind. Poplio. Alright, so yeah, this weekend that's coming up, I'm fairly confident it's the LA Regional. This month feels a little crazy, but I'm fairly confident it's the LA Regional. And I did sign up just because I live in Los Angeles, and even though I haven't been competing seriously this past cycle in VGC or anything, since it's already like a drive away, I don't even have to like fly out or rent, like get some type of hotel situation for the weekend. I figured, why not just compete for fun? But the thing about playing Pokemon is you really just can't, like you can play for fun, but you still have to invest time, or I'm just gonna show up and it would have been a waste of money. In a way, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just BS a VGC team. So I've been trying to put some time into making a team that I want to use for this upcoming weekend. And I think I found a team. I'm actually... Yo, what's up, Sir Maximus? Great to see you, bro. Yo, what's up, Ada? Oh, I'm sorry, Addy. You didn't end up finding one. At least they are. You can get one in Scarlet Violet for sure. Well, I didn't know you were camping, Kimberly. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like you got it. You can handle it. Are you playing this weekend, Sir Maximus, for GO? Or are you talking about for Scarlet Violet? Here, let me lower its special defense one more stage. Not bad. For GO. Yeah, that's awesome. I would be happy to get at least one Bounsweet, but I'm not leaving the house. I'm just chilling. I pretty much just send all my shinies to home anyways these days. But I do want to try to evolve some Pokémons for PvP for GO. It's all good internal. I think, honestly, we're fine. I'm gonna go for a defense cheer real quick. I mean, even if you get a death, I think we're fine. Okay. Let me check this Bounsweet. I feel like we could afford multiple deaths in this fight, honestly. Let's go for an attack cheer real quick. Yo, what's up, William? Welcome back. Yeah, you brought Reg still, right? During some of the fights, if I remember correctly. Protein's pretty good ability. They've nerfed it this generation, but it is pretty decent. It's one of the reasons why Meowscarada was pretty good early BTC. You're playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? That's awesome. Have a good time doing that. Alright, I should just go on the offense. Yeah, but don't worry, we got this, right? This should be a win. We just broke through the shield. And yeah, we just kinda keep smacking it through. Do I have to lower special defense again? Sorry, I'm like kinda, there's pay attention to the stats a little bit. Heckin', yo, what is up, bro? It's been a minute. Oh yeah, my bad. Let me lower its special defense. I'm well, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Great to see you. I just realized the YouTube chat is not showing up on my screen. It's okay. It's been years, yo. How's everything going? My bad on not lowering the defense a little bit earlier, but we'll be fine. Oh wait, actually. Oh wait, you have recover. We'll be fine. I'm gonna go for a defense cheer real quick. Your flash cannon should smack a lot harder now. Well, let me see if I can fix the chat. Oh well. Good job. Great job. It was a little close, but again, if you want, you can change your Tera type to Steel, and then you can feel free to keep joining if you'd like. It's all good. But yeah, we were fine. If we have a bigger group, I can even bring something that has Snarl, and I can lower the special attack on Primarina. That way it's even easier for Golden Go to just kind of tank. Yeah, that's kind of my bad too. I should have been paying attention to when it removed its stats because I was attacking it. And I'd rather make sure I'm keeping its special defense completely at -6 throughout the fight. It's like one of the things. So does anyone have, by any chance, does anyone in the chat have a Poplio in their inventory? that they can trade to Crazy here. Let me look and see if I actually have one, by chance. Because I don't think I have one sitting in my inventory, but if I do, I'll just give you one. I guess I could breed you an egg, if anything. Like, real quick. That might be faster than going to hunt one in the wild. Like, I know I have a bunch in Go, and I could just send one in, but that's just, like, such a process. You know? Yo, what's up, Alfie? Great to see you. You've got a golden horse and you named it Custard on Zelda? Oh, that's cool. That's a good name for that. Custard. Okay, I don't see Poplio. Oh, so I'm kind of bringing a sleeper pick to this tournament. I was breeding Araquanids. These aren't the ones I'm using, these are just the ones I'm using as a parent. One of my team members for this weekend is going to be Araquanid. Because I felt like Araquanid, like these type of sometimes whenever restricted Pokemon like Groudon, Kyogre, and you know Calyrex, when they become part of the format, other Pokemon become stronger than they were previously. And Eternal said they can find a Poplio for you if you're down. So what I'm trying to say is, I literally just named some of the things that kind of walls. Like, I remember in the Sword and Shield restricted format, the Lissapod became, like, it was actually pretty decent as like a spice pick. But it also had to do with the fact of its ability that ejects it out of battle. But the thing is, Bug Water is kind of interesting because, you know, Bug resists ground, Water resists water, ice, which is, there's like a lot of like very common restricted pick typing moves that Araquanid, interesting enough, can kind of like come into the fight and sit on it. Like, not necessarily like sit there, but it can take a hit or... And it hits like a truck. I've never used Araquanid before, but I've been running it on this team, and I'm like holy sh... It's kind of crazy. It hits like so hard, especially if you... Like, I'm running Tera Water in mine right now, and its ability is called Water Bubble, so essentially it like increases damage to water moves. So if I Tera Water and I have it in the rain, it just smacks things. Just like, even things that like resist it are just like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of like Palafin vibes, in a way. Just not like the same as like Palafin, but it just kind of hits like a truck. Yeah, William, didn't you bring Registeel to our raids last week? You came towards the like mid-tail end of the stream and were joining with Registeel and Arceus, right? Alright, I'm going to the next Primarina raid, by the way. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is, it's not that it's like amazing. Bug types aren't typically that great, but like in that scenario where the restricted picks are a lot smaller and a lot of times people build their entire teams around the restricted picks, it's trying to figure out some level of... Like, I don't want to like run complete spice in a tournament that I haven't even been like playing that actively, but I wanted to bring something that I felt was like, it kind of made sense. And it historically kind of makes sense to use to a degree. Sounds good, Eternal. Is Tinkaton or Overquill good for this? I feel like not Overquill, but like, I bet you like Quillfish could maybe work. The only problem with Overquill is that you still get hit by the Moonblast pretty hard, unless you're unless you're like Tera Steel, because you have to think of it this way: the Poison Dark typing protects you from the Psychic move, but then the minute you remove the Dark typing, you're getting hit by Psychic. So you're like technically getting hit neutral by Fairy moves the whole fight because Dark's weak to Fairy, but Poison resists it, so they cancel each other out. And then the minute you Tera, unless you have like Steel Tera, you're just gonna get smacked. Why don't you just bring that Registeel and Arceus again? Those worked out great. Water Poison's surprisingly pretty good in this as well. If you have like Tentacruel, Toxapeck, they're really good at walling pretty much all of the attacks. Like even Psychic can hurt, but they're both of those Pokemon are already so especially defensive heavy that you can live until you got a Tera, pretty much. Same thing with like Clodsire. It's one of the reasons why I've been using it. Even though the Psychics can hit it's poison typing hard. I Tera to Steel type anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Excuse me. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Here, we'll just try with this. Fairy Song doesn't work in raids. And that'd be so crazy if it did work. That would be kind of funny. I was wondering, Perish Trap, is there a version of Perish Trap that could work in Regulation G? That's the current format in BGC. So yeah, this weekend, it's gonna be, this upcoming weekend, I'm gonna be in a tournament and, I actually almost forgot I was gonna be in that. Oh wait. I have to make sure that it starts on Saturday. I'm pretty sure the tournament's on Saturday, but I was like, I remember there was one tournament I went to, I feel like it started on Friday, and I was like, wait, what? It's okay, Eternal, we'll get you in on the next one. Alright, let me see if there's a shiny. No. Got locked you out with that shiny. Usually when I sit at home and play Pokemon GO Community Days, I only get like one shiny, if anything. The odds are not as great when you're just sitting at home. Unless you're like spoofing or something. You got your dog back? That's great. How's your dog doing? Alfie's asking if anyone needs to do some BBQs. Yo, Eternal, thanks for hooking up Crazy with that. That's awesome, by the way. Alright. Shield phases up. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I couldn't get the YouTube chat to work on the stream for some reason, I'm not sure why. It usually works fine, but so if you're watching purely from Twitch, you're probably like, what is going on? I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and usually I have both chats going at the same time. They can't because they restarted their game. That's awesome, Alfie. Heckin', by the way, I don't really play Pogo that much. Sorry, I missed that. I do put out content. I say I don't play that much, but I've been putting out videos. I play way less than I have played. I haven't even hit Legend in a couple seasons because I feel like I'm just so rusty. And also, I kind of took a break. I usually take a break once it gets frustrating to me. So I play less in general. But I like getting the shinies and putting them towards my living decks in home. So I still try to keep up with my hobby a bit. Even if I've been putting a little bit less time in it. Alright, let me go for the acid sprays, by the way. Ditto. Tera Steel Clodsire is just a vibe. see if I can do something here real quick. Thanks for tuning in today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great weekend. Also, hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. It does help my content out a lot here. Oh, I got my first shiny! Yo, hit that like button because I got my first shiny. That was crazy timing, actually. Let's go. First shiny Bounsweet of the day. Let's go. Nice. There it is. It's beautiful. Honestly, Serena is not a bad pick for the current format as well in VGC. Thank you. I appreciate that. Here, I'm gonna try to window capture the YouTube chat. That way, if you're watching on Twitch, you're not just thinking I'm crazy or you're like just talking. I'll fix it in a second. And you can also follow along better. That's like the main reason why I want to go over it. There we go. It's alright, it works. Yeah, we stay on the offense from here out. Your dog named Twix, you ran away when you were camping. Oh my gosh. It took you 30 minutes to get a shiny Bounsweet. That's pretty much exactly what. It's 2:30 here, so it was a half hour for me as well. But yeah, I'm just playing pretty chill. All I really want is at least one, because I could get this Pokemon in Scarlet Violet as well. I just haven't made it an active hunt yet. Right. I'm gonna go for a defense cheer. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna stay on the offense. I think we're good. I see that the Arceus keeps falling asleep. That's one of the reasons why this fight's taking so long. It happens though. That's why Water Absorb is a really cool ability in this fight. Primarina's Sing is considered a water move, and it can't hit a Pokemon that has Water Absorb as its ability. Actually, maybe I should have healed. A little close. Yeah, oh, that's true. That makes sense. That's a great point. Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. Like, sometimes people get crazy amounts of shinies. Like, I went out for Bagon Community Day recently. Like, I actually went out for it. I went to the local park in Burbank. And there's a community that goes there very often. And pretty much, yeah, like like the vast difference of how many shinies someone can obtain in that amount of time is insane. A little close, but we'll see what happens here. I did click a move. I wonder why I did that. Oh no. I don't know if we'll be able to do it. It's gonna be pretty close here. I don't know. Oh wait, the Arceus fell asleep. Oh no. Sorry, bro. We'll try again. We'll have more people this next time too, so it'll probably be easier. That's why I recommend just bring a Water Absorb. They're just more consistent overall throughout the fight. Like, we can definitely beat it with Arceus, but I think because it can put you to sleep still, it can be a little annoying at times. Between the Encore and sleep, it can be a little, like, it can disrupt the fight slightly. But it's fun, don't worry. I know you already have it, so we'll get back in and just try again. And I'll be here for decent amount of time today. I plan on hosting this at least for a few hours, like a couple hours, excuse me. Well, that's how it could work. I mean, I remember you had Registilled too, and that worked out pretty good. Registeel is nice because it just has so much natural evolve. You had the same problem on Mudkip Community Day. I usually, like, for me, unless I'm like playing with people, or if I'm like maybe streaming, I usually only play until I get 3 shinies, depending on the Pokemon. Because typically the community Pokemon, they have 2 levels. I mean, most of the time, it depends. Like Slowpoke doesn't, but they also had the Galar version as well available. So yeah, for the most part, once I get 3, I'm done. Like, I'll catch the extras. Like, I don't even keep the living dex in Go anymore. I've sent my shiny Mew from Go to home, so I had a legitimate shiny Mew in my main series games. It's just one of those things where I never did anything with it in this game. Like, I could have built it for Great League, to be fair, but I'm kind of glad I never did, because I've been playing so casual lately that charge TMs are actually... I only have like 10 charge TMs. And if you know anything about how charge TMs work in Pokemon Go, you probably know where I'm going with this. As someone who plays the game competitively for battling, it's actually really random. Like, they randomize how you know how in the main series games you can use TMs to teach your Pokemon moves and remember and be very direct and intentional about it. For some reason, not for some reason, they do it because it creates more incentive for you to like play the game, get more items, and grind more. But in Pokemon Go, you can't actually pick the move you change to. It's randomized. So you use a charge TM on a charge move, and it randomly changes to another potential move that Pokemon can learn. So Mew, it can learn any move in the game. So if you actually want to get a proper move set with that Pokemon, you pretty much just waste all your charge TMs. And I have that problem with just Pokemon in general that don't even have that many options for moves. It's seriously one of the dumbest things ever. Like, that game is almost like trying to min-max how much they can like torture. Like, this game, excuse me, Pokemon Go. It's like they try to min-max how they can torture you. Like, how much are these people willing till they break to do something for a Pokemon? Like, straight up, it's like almost like a experiment on like capitalism or something. I don't think anyone needs to, as long as we have an NPC. The NPC always does a defense cheer. Yeah, if you have a stop or 2, it's pretty good. You were eating hot dog and a seagull stole your hot dog, Kimberly? Wow. That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, Medali, yeah. It's good advice. Excuse me. You know, it's kind of interesting. Terapagos is actually pretty good in VGC. That's kind of cool to see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the NPC always does a defense cheer at the start of the fight, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. I like how the Terapagos goes to sleep. Every Pokemon you bring just falls. I like how you had the Clodsire, but then you were like, ah, nah, I need to bring Terapagos, and now you're just sleeping. This is a lesson in temptation. Holy moly! That damage! Wow. It's all good. You take a nap. You worked hard. Oh, it's level 30. Do you have, if you have any Exile Candy, just power it up. Make sure it has water absorb also. That's also a big part of the strategy. As long as it has water absorb, it's level 100. just in a better place. But yeah, we have a pretty good start on this fight. I'm gonna go for a defense cheer. Let's see. You were still hungry because the seagull. That's crazy that the seagull has strip ate your hot dog. They are known for being menaces like that, though. Oh, you use them on Pinkaton. I see. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a heal cheer real quick. Squad's getting wrecked right now. I think I need to lower its stats again. Yeah. Come on, Bono. The heal cheer saved you, that's good. Oh wait, I can only use Tera Blast, I'm on court. Oh no. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would say that if you're in a situation where you keep dying, you probably want to bring something different. Or at least maybe switch up what you're doing too. Like, you can go for heal cheers when you're low to help make sure you don't die, stuff like that. So you just let me do something else aside. Tera Blast. A little brutal. Gonna be a close one. I remember just like the first time. Oh my gosh, I got a second shiny! That's 2. Almost got the full fam. That's awesome. I remember the early days of Scarlet Violet when I was doing these raids and this music came on for the very first time. What did that feel like? Yeah, I'll go for a defense cheer. That way Golden Go can maybe tank these a little bit better. Nice. So I got 2. It's kinda dicey. Trap a Ghost if you can. Go for a heal cheer. If you don't know when you're asleep, if you go for a heal cheer, it wakes you up. So whenever you use a heal cheer, it actually removes status as well. So instead of just sitting there for 2 turns asleep, you can actually heal the party and also remove your sleep status. Alright, we're gonna have to try again. It's tough with like this squad, mainly because there isn't much synergy between the picks. So, like these two, like the 2 Pokemon could work, like they work, but we have to kind of be like working together in the fight. Like the Tropicost is kind of just like not really doing anything, honestly. It just has like a default moveset. It looks like it's using like Zen Headbutt and such, so that's not really adding much to the fight, and you're just kind of adding KOs to the fight, which remove from the timer. The Golden Go is fine. Like, Golden Go can work. It's just that there's just easier Pokemon to use. You know, like, if we're going to use these type of Pokemon, they can work better if we have more of, like, a support squad as well. Like, if I had... Like, I'm trying to, like, lower the special defense as much as possible with Clodsire, and I can lower accuracy as well. And something like Dash Bun or something. Like, okay, I'm not going to say anything because people are going to bring Dash Bun if I say that. Something that's like Snarl can actually be very helpful in this fight to bulk out all the Pokemon on the field. But yeah, you don't want, like, if you're in the red and you have 3 heal cheers, if you have 3 cheers at the end of the fight and you died multiple times, then you could have done something a little different in the fight. Primarily because you could have at least gone for a defense cheer. You could have gone for a heal cheer during the fight instead of just dying. You know, instead of just clicking attack when you know you're going to die, do something a little bit different. You know, things like that can alter the course of the fight for the better. Even if people bring like really spicy things throughout the fight. So yeah, it's not like a problem if we lose. I just want to try to give some like constructive criticism on like what we could do a little bit different. But yeah, for the most part, both of those Pokemon can work for sure in this fight. They're not even like the worst picks. I mean, Golden Go can work for sure. I used it in the solo perfectly fine. We already used it earlier with success also. Your turtle? For now, you're eating inside a cafe so the seagull can't get your hot dog, right? That sounds good, Alf, if you want to join. Yeah, Vaporeon's the perfect Pokemon to use in this fight. It's probably... I recommend if you're not really sure what to do and you don't have something built, bring Vaporeon with Water Absorb, or like Lapras with Water Absorb. And I would recommend running Mud Slap, Tera Blast, running Tera Steel. Tera Steel is probably like the best Tera type for this fight. But the reason why Water Absorb is so good is because Primarina's its ability in the fight, it turns all normal moves, or excuse me, all singing moves into water type moves. And Sing, since it's a voice-based move, it pretty much is neutralized with Water Absorb. You can't be put to sleep at all the entire fight. The only thing that can be slightly annoying is you might get Encored occasionally, but it doesn't really matter in a fight where you can't take damage. You know, it might prolong the battle, but there's no real... Between having the Steel Tera type, which resists the Psychic move and the Fairy attacks, and you can't be hit by any of the Water attacks, pretty much you're just sitting on the field, and you can just live the entire fight with no problem. I didn't really make a follow-up video after my last raid guide. I made a solo raid guide on Golden Go, but I just figured most people already knew, just because a lot of people put out really helpful guides also. Like again, we could run whatever, you know, we don't have to like all run Vaporeon to make this work. We could totally run Spice and bring different legendaries and such. But like I said, we just have to at least like somewhat work together still. This will be fine, by the way. This is perfect. You should change it, just change it to Steel. Because the only problem with Poison is primarily because of the Psychic move also. But if you just change the Steel, then I think Steel is probably your best bet. Alright. So I'll go for Acid Spray 3 times. I've been a little sloppy too in the fights. I found myself like kind of caught in button mashing for a little bit. So I didn't help either, I mean. But that's like how you can, if we're all running just like Water Absorb, we can kind of just mindlessly be pressing buttons. For the most part, I feel. I'm glad this is just not another raid where the boss just, because Primarina can get online and it doesn't set up at all in the fight. It's just annoying with the Encore and Sing. Like, that's the main reason why Golden Go is kind of cool, because its ability, you can't Encore Golden Go or use Sing on it. Oh, but if you use the Steel Tera, it should still be fine, because Steel resists Fairy. I think the main issue is that, I'm trying to think, maybe you have Nasty Plot. I see you have Nasty Plot, Recover, and Flash Cannon. Maybe if you put Light Screen on Golden Go. Because if you have Light Screen, it'll help bulk you out a bit. And I'll try to be more consistent and make sure I can lower the accuracy. And that will help you out as well, because that'll lower accuracy on Moonblast. That way, you don't have to keep taking a hit consistently turn after turn. Because you should be able to take Moonblast with Tera Steel. It's more that you don't want to be in a position where you can't go on the offense, right? You go to Medali. There's a cafe in Medali where you can exchange Tera Shards for the Tera type. I'm well, Kimberly, by the way. Just trying to get some last-minute raids in here and get some shiny Bounsweet. So far I got 2, by the way. Got 2 today, so I'm pretty happy about that. Well, this looks like we're gonna beat this one relatively easy, though. Oh, you use the light screen at the start? I think you should be fine. Like, the more people we get in a group, I can kind of switch it up too. I could bring something, like, I have a dash bun that has Snarl that I could, like, tank in this fight. Like, I built it in a way to be more of a support set. So, there are, like, different things we could do to help bulk out Golden Go. Or I could do. Like, if I brought something that's Snarl and everyone else has Vaporeon, you get Golden Go. I could just keep lowering its special attack, and then you're never gonna have a problem with any of its attacks. Thanks for asking, by the way, Kimberly. Right. So yeah, so here, since you're asleep, if you go for a heal cheer, you'll wake up instantly. The same restaurant you fight Norman in, Alfie says. Oh yeah, Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day, yeah. Yeah, you have the... I figured you had the same one, but I guess I was, like, seeing things wrong. Or I wasn't seeing the whole picture, too. The issue was I wasn't paying attention fully. Not that I wasn't seeing something. That's definitely the preferred. Here, I'll go for a heal cheer real quick. I mean, I'll go for a defense cheer, excuse me. That way I can help bulk out the squad and you can just go on the offense. Because it's better for you to go on the attack, and I'll just kind of try to be more supportive in general. Alright, William, take care, buddy. You have ran over so many Mons, and not one was the Blob. What is that? I got another Bounsweet here. Let me click on it. So shiny. Yeah, we pretty much destroyed it this time. Good job, everyone. What have you done? Let's see. That should be about to fill in. That's a good idea. Well done, everyone. Another successful raid completed. We've got some spicy Herba Mystica. Nice. Even better. Alright, let me get another raid up here. It's almost been an hour into Pokémon Community Day. I like me my spice. Alright. I was talking about this a little bit on my last live stream, but I've actually been producing my first music album, like my first solo album. I released one song earlier this month. It was kind of like a fun song about raiding in Pokémon GO. But yeah, I've been recording, and I'm currently using my old mic for the stream. I have it like sitting on the desk because I am using my other mic that I have. I built this like little vocal booth over there. It's kind of funny, honestly, because I'm like, I'm tall. I'm like 6'2", 6. Everyone always tries to say I'm like 6'3" or 6'4". I'm like, there's no way I'm that tall. But like, I have it like under this like table thing I built a while ago, and it's like, it's at such an awkward height that I can't really like crouch. I can't stand and I can't really crouch. And I was like kind of like giving my legs a workout when I was recording vocals the other day, and my legs are freaking like I was shaking. Like it was kind of crazy. It was like kind of doing squats. Like have you ever done that thing where you like sit against the wall and you're like pretending like you're sitting, but there's like you're not actually sitting on something. It's supposed to work out your like leg muscles. I don't even remember what it's called. Yeah, that's what it like felt like. Like I was doing that for like 10 minutes or more. Like, alright. In Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you've beaten the Ice Bug. It's the boss on Zelda. Oh, nice. Congratulations on your success. Here, I'll wait to start the raid real quick, because some people are switching Tera types, but Steel type is definitely the best. But yeah, I was thinking about like showing one of my songs for fun that I've been like recording. It's still in the early process. Like the way I go about like, so like I play guitar, bass, and I sing on all my tracks, and all the drums I'm making as MIDI, pretty much. But like if I want anything like a trumpet or a trombone or a tuba or a violin, I've just been hiring, like I write out the parts in MIDI and I like work them into the song. Like I still compose the song per usual, but then I'll actually pay like a violinist to record the part I wrote out, and then they'll like send me the stem of it, and then I mix it into the song. Twitch chat is definitely dead. That was kind of my fault though, cause like literally someone who I haven't seen in years came into the Twitch chat, and like I didn't have the YouTube chat on the stream, so they were probably confused maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, like pretty much they said something, I forgot, I like missed it and I didn't respond right away, and then like they just like, see ya. I think they didn't realize I was talking to multiple chats at the same time. Alright, let me put this in the chat, by the way. I don't know. I'm excited. This song, like, I'm excited in general, getting back into music. It's fun. It's a good old time. Right. So, feel free to join if you'd like to just farm some raids. I assume most people have got their Primarina already, but if you haven't, it's a perfect opportunity to get in a last minute raid. I don't know how long I'll stream today. I want to at least stream until I get 3 shinies, potentially. I have 2 so far, so maybe like another half hour, depending. We'll see. The raids are going to be over soon as well, and if you're someone that might want to keep the raid, you don't want to be online while the event is delisted or whatever. So if you don't know, if you have a current raid or an event in your game, say there's an event that you like farming, or Tera raid that you want to keep farming more items for, or Tera shards, as long as you don't go online after you already have the event loaded into your save file, it will stay there until next time you connect to the internet. You got the egg, that's awesome. You cannot catch multiple of any of the Mightiest Marks, no. You can only catch one of them with that mark, and then everything after that is just doing it for items. To be fair though, the one thing that's kind of unfortunate about the Mightiest Mark Pokemon is not all of them are even usable competitively, because they tend to have perfect IVs, and something like Primarina, even though it's a fairy type, it might not matter that much while you're still a fairy type. You typically want 0 attack IVs on special attackers just to minimize foul play damage. And all the special attackers have max IVs. Even Mewtwo. Well, I guess Mewtwo doesn't. Well, actually, you can use Mewtwo in VGC right now, even though it's terrible. It's not even that Mewtwo's terrible. Mewtwo's strong. It's just that, why would you use Mewtwo when there's Calyrex? Pretty much. Like, literally... Actually, you know what? I feel like there could be an argument to using Mewtwo. Because Calyrex is kind of like a one-trick pony. Like the Shadow Rider Calyrex. Like one of the main issues... Yo, what's up, Plenty Smiled? Welcome to the stream. It's going alright so far. How are you doing today? I think one of the reasons why... Like everyone is... Like whenever the Regulation G format first came out, everyone was using... Like Shadow Rider's good, but Wide Guard became good. You know what I'm saying? I think you're right, Lenny, 100%. That's like a better way to look at it, is that Mewtwo's good, it can look as though it's outclassed in the format, but because it's not a victim of its own success, like the reason why Shadow Rider is so bad, it's not bad, it's super good, it's just that its downside, it's good, its plus side is also its greatest weakness. Having Spread Move as your main form of offense, Astral Barrage, makes it so predictable that most people strategize around the early meta. But Mewtwo, on the other hand, actually could kind of bring a little bit of a variety. It has pretty good coverage in its moveset. Honestly, Mewtwo could be a cool Pokemon to see find success, but who knows? I mean, with all the, it's hard to say though, it's worth it. I mean, for the ladder, I think it'd be super fun. Actually, I would love to see that in a tournament, but I guess the problem too is Incineroar is still a thing, I guess, but yeah, Zamazetta, right? This is what we were kind of talking about a little bit earlier too, is in the restricted formats, there's certain Pokemon that become better that were not usable, or not even like not usable, but they weren't used frequently until... Because it's mainly because when you have like a power level that's centric around picking a restricted pick, and then the teams are built around those Pokemon typically, it kind of like really alters the way the meta is played. Like I was saying, I'm actually playing in the Los Angeles Regional this weekend for fun. I haven't been playing seriously this current season, but the previous season I was playing. I did like play a bit of the VGC Regionals. But I was saying that one of my picks on my team is actually going to be a Araquanid, because it's one of those Pokemon that, it's not that it's like bad, it's just that it never really found a niche that worked amazing for it in the last formats. But in this current format, Bug Water actually kind of has some really interesting play against a lot of common restricted picks. They can actually take a lot of hits from a lot of them. You saw a cool Regice team today? That's pretty sick. That's super cool. I would love, I mean, I actually think, I saw someone running a Kyurem, I think it was Kyurem White Ice team. I was playing on Showdown last night, like practicing, and they had Ninetales for setup for Snow. And they were running Kyurem White. Probably just because of all the, like, Miraidon. You're running a Ho-Oh team right now? That seems cool. Are you running Tailwind, Sacred Fire, Earth? Like, are you running Earthquake? Like, what are you running on it? Yo, that's awesome, Creed. I'm glad you got your Popplio. It's over, the ice bug. Since signed, Kimberly. GG's, by the way. Yo, you should send it to me. I'll play it off stream. I want to do some more VGC streams in general. It's been a minute. I'm kind of going in with like mentality of I just want to have fun this weekend, but I also don't want to like go into a tournament that I haven't practiced for. It's just not. It's like you have to practice, even if you're not gonna play the go to the worlds or whatever. King of Lu, yo. I was wondering if like any of the what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. The Poison Trio. Wow, look how much Herba Mystica we got from that one. That's crazy. I was wondering if Pokemon like Pheasantipity or was it Monkey Dory, if they could find any play in Regulation G. I haven't put much thought into it, but I don't feel like I've seen them at all, really. Like, are they just out power leveled at this point? Yeah, that was pretty insane. You have this 3DS XL that works, but got water damage, so there's no display on the screen. You might be able to get that fixed, potentially. Oh yeah, the Loyal 3, that's what they're called. That's right. Like, I'd love to see Monkey Dory. Speaking, it's like, forget Mewtwo, what about Monkey Dory? I mean, being a poison type is kind of interesting in that scenario. What happened? Did I not get the... Did I even do that right? There we go. Sounds good. I mean, one of the fun things about playing VGC is how creative you can be. I'll admit, I'm kind of sad for how much time I've not invested in getting ready for this tournament this weekend. I've kind of just settled on something that is pretty meta currently, but I tried to bring a little bit of spice to it, that being a Araquanid. But at the same time, I feel like deep down I wish I could have been really like bringing out the special sauce for this tournament. Mainly because it would have been the perfect time for me to really run something spicy since I have no stakes at all. Like I didn't have to travel. And yeah. But yeah, I guess I'll see what happens regardless. I mean, if I somehow do good at the tournament, that'd be kind of crazy, but my goal is just to at least not just lose the first 3 matches. Because the last tournament I did was NAIC, like last cycle. And I went 6-3, I almost got day 2. But that was also with me, like, playing a team I played pretty much for, like, months. With, like, adaptations between the regulations. And this is, like, completely different. This is, like, I've been playing on Showdown, and I'm still, like, trying to, like, be comfortable with making the right calls. Because a big part of, like, playing, like, certain team comps is really just, like, the coin flip decisions. And the, like, direct mirror match type thing. Here, let me save that, Lenny. So I can check that out later. Thank you for sharing, though. That's sick. Yeah, dude. 3DS's, yeah. Amazing piece of technology. Like, legitimately. Since we got the Golden Goes, I'm gonna actually bring my Dash Bun. So I can go for Snarls. That way, Golden Goes can just tank the moves with ease. You start to get some of that gamer rage, Kimberly. I feel you. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. I'll actually check it out real quick after this raid, just to load it into my game. I just want to take a peep at the team. Alright. Excuse me. I would not really recommend bringing Raid Bun I mean, I called it Raid Bun because that's his nickname. I would not recommend bringing Dash Bun typically unless you... Dang it. I should have went for Misty Terrain. I was looking around, I'm like, wait, no one can be hit by Sleep. And then I just realized I'm the only one that can actually be hit by it. I know, right? That's how it seems to work sometimes. I could go for the heal cheer just to wake up. I could make this a Tera steal. I built this for a raid a long time ago. I don't remember which one it was. That's damage though. That was significant. It was of the significance. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm just trying to get a third shiny Bounsweet at this point before I call it quits today. I'm actually surprised I got 2 already. Just sitting at home. Alright. You save the game for you hard parts. That's smart. It's the way to do it for sure. I'm gonna go for a heal cheer, I think. I do the same thing. I feel like it's just like the way of the gamer. If you get too frustrated though, playing a game, it's good to take breaks. I think it's kind of funny. There's some like memes of people, like it's like you see them like wrecking their entire setup over a loss, and then they like just get right back into it. It's like, whoa. I think the most gamer rage I've ever experienced over the last few years was when I first started playing Pokémon Unite and I tried to take it serious. As someone who's played MMOs, like I played Warcraft 3 back in the day. Like the original, like MMO. Not MMO, the original RTS. No, yeah, RTS. Not original RTS, what am I saying? MOBA. I can't even get anything right. Like the Dota mini-map that came out of Warcraft and StarCraft back in the day, that's what pretty much started the MOBA genre. And yeah, I used to play Warcraft 3 all the time when that came out. That was like honestly one of the best games. They ruined it with that Reforged re-release or whatever that was, but not my point. I took that, I was trying to play Pokemon Unite so serious and I got so mad playing that game. Like I thought I was gonna be like on some, like I was gonna like, we're gonna build an actual competitive team. And there's nothing worse than playing a game that you have to rely on teammates. And yeah, anyway. If you play Pokemon Unite, you already know the suffrage you have to go through to play that game. But yeah, I'm not proud of that. It's not worth it. It's never worth getting upset over a game. Ooh. That double mid blast. I was gonna go for a heal cheer, but it's got smacked. Good job. Well done. So before I bring up the next raid, real quick, I wanna check out this rental code from Lenny. It's funny. The reason why it's so funny is because, like, it's just embarrassing. Like, fortunately for most people, they are in the confines of their own house and no one ever has to see that. But when you're on a public stage Like I've like those Smash tournaments. I've seen a lot of like Rage Comp, like you know, just like a bunch of different clips showing people throwing the controller after losing a match. That's just bad sportsmanship, yo. You can't be acting like that in front of someone. Like, that's scary, actually. Alright, let's see. But yeah, it's pretty funny because I feel like it's just like relatable to a degree, you know? Like, I've been frustrated playing games. Like, Go Battle League. These days, I just like, if I ever experience lag, I just kind of stop. Yo, what's up, Fernando Silva? Welcome. Fernando, welcome to the stream, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Alright, I just want to check out this rental code real quick. Wait, did I type that in wrong? Let's see. Is that the right code? Did I type that in wrong? Real quick, I'll get up another raid while we figure that out. It might just been a typo. It might be like an L or something instead of a 1. Yo, thank you, welcome. Appreciate that, Panda. If anyone needs any advice on what to bring to this raid, just let me know, and I can let you have some. Oh, okay, it's just reversed. I see. Real quick, let me just grab this. I just want to peek at this team real quick. That's all we're gonna do is just like peek it. Catch this. Alright, 1 second, and then I'll get up the next Primarina raid. Walking Wake, Raging Bolt, King Gabbit, Torterra. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. Riolu and Ho-Oh. Dang. That's spicy. But it is Prankster, so that does make sense. I like that, that's cool. That's very spicy. Riolu. I know it looks great. As someone who has experience in VGC, I see a Riolu and I approve. It's just so funny. Using Pokemon like that are just... That's why Pokemon's such a fun game to play. Excuse me. Sounds good, Lenny. Alright, let me head over to the next Primarina raid. Let's see. Is it up here? Yeah, that makes sense. The coaching. I mean, getting access to coaching is pretty clutch on a prankster Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's cool. There's a lot of like interesting picks on the team. Seeing a Torterra makes me happy. I like how that was just called like a Ho-Oh team. I mean, I guess it makes sense when you're in a restricted format. You would kind of like the team would be based around like your restricted pick. But when I look at that team, I'm looking at like that Torterra. Like, what is that doing here? Very interesting. It buffs the stats. I forget, I think it's attack. Is it attack? I think it does like multiple stats. It's been a second. Let me look. It raises attack and speed, I think. Oh no, attack and defense, excuse me. Coaching boosts the attack and defense of all allies. Yeah. Oh wait, maybe it's different in this generation. No, I think it's attack and defense. So it's like essentially getting a bulk up. That's awesome. Your DS, awesome, welcome. Wide Guard is so good in this format too, for Regulation G. I mean, I didn't even know Torterra got Wide Guard, so you're actually 100% right there. Like, when I saw it had Wide Guard, that made sense to me that, you know, you're running it with Wide Guard, but like, yeah. Let's see. Does it make me laugh when I see angry gamers? I think sometimes. Sometimes it can be a little scary and just like unhinged and unwarranted. There's like a fine line. Like, it's funny. It's majority of the time funny. But sometimes it can just be cringe. I need to change this. I don't know if... Is it Hoopa a dark type? Isn't Hoopa a dark type? I can't remember. Because if it's a dark type, it's gonna hit pretty hard in this fight. I just realized, like... Is it Psychic Dark? It's the Chaos form. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, I see. They have a Chen Hoopa. Yeah, definitely. Well, this should go fast. How could you even go online with that? Well, the dark type is the main thing I'm even concerned about in the typing. Yeah, it's whatever. I should have just not... I realized at the last second that its typing is not really beneficial for the fight. That's a pretty cool shiny though. Like, they should release that. It's kind of insane if you think about Pokemon, how they don't really release shiny versions of mythical Pokemon ever. Like, even getting a Hoopa legitimately is kind of rare. I mean, I have legitimate Hoopa because I've been playing Pokemon since I was a little kid. Like, what was it, like 98, 99 when it came out in the States? But I actually have Hoopa from the distribution back when they did it. But didn't they do one recently? Didn't they do one like last year or like 2 years ago? I don't remember. I feel like they had one recently. Like within the last couple years. But to be fair, those distributions are terrible. They have them as limited stock only. And pretty much they run out. Like, it's so dumb to me. If you're gonna have a limited time event, why are they also limited in supply as well? Like, back in the day with the DS, you could just bring your DS to the location. Like, say it was like a GameStop or Toys R Us distribution. The way it worked was you had to actually connect to the Wi-Fi at the location with your DS, and then it gives you the mystery gift. So every single cartridge you had, you could go in and get like the mystery gift distribution on all of them, but you can only do it once on each cartridge. And they just kind of stopped doing that. Like, I guess maybe they don't want people bringing their Switches to public. That makes sense. It would be a little inconvenient. I mean, the DS is a little bit different in that regard. It's a little more discreet, and also, to be fair, there's like the Street Pass feature, which kind of incentivizes people to want to take their DSs with them on the go. I mean, it's in the design. Yo, that's crazy, Lenny. Take care, Kimberly. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Thanks for swinging by. I really appreciate you. Yeah, you can get Hoopa from Pokemon GO also during those Elite Raids. You have Shiny Manphy 804. That's sick, yo. Congratulations. You did the manipulation trading, like the RNG stuff, right? Is that what you're talking about? I've done some RNG manipulation myself in BDSP. That was my first introduction to RNG manipulation. I'm personally not a fan of Gen Pokemon, but I do think there's like credibility in like kind of like breaking the game with RNG manipulation. Like a lot of the older games, there's like ways you can kind of break the games without using outside stuff. Like you pretty much do it with your normal software. You don't have to like have outside hardware or anything to alter your game file with data. Trading it between the DS will change it to China. That's very interesting. That's pretty interesting. I didn't even know about that. Like, I know in the original games from Red and Blue to Gold and Silver, the way shinies were determined were based on IV combinations, and there is a chance if you traded Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 2 that they could become shiny, just the way the games were like coded. That's kind of interesting. Pokemon Rangers is an underrated series. Like, that series was legitimately super cool. It worked. It was like a great series for the platform, like the DS, like taking advantage of the little like touchpad and the stylus and everything. Like, that stuff was so cool. Alright, we'll get this right up here again, by the way. I'll try to be a little bit more mindful before I hit the start button, that we don't just jump in with anything. Like, I don't even care that you have Gen Pokemon, so like, at least bring something that's not gonna get one shot in the fight, you know? I mean, personally, I could care less if we lose this fight. Like, I'm multitasking anyways, so... But, you know, it would just be in our best interest to work together. Work together, my friends. We can do this. We can change the world. You also have the Mewtwo Strikes Back Mewtwo with Giovanni's OT. Yo, that's sick. That's a nice collector's item to have on. If they had specific IVs in Gen 1, would they be guaranteed shiny in Gen 2? Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how... That's how some people were getting shiny Mews. By sending them from... there's a way to get shiny Mew through like the original game into the second gen, if I'm not mistaken. And I think people could do it on like a... I forget how people did it actually. Maybe I'm like confused. But I know there's a way to get shinies that way. Like, I've seen like I'm a Blissey. I think he's a very popular RNG manipulator in the community, like him and Papa Hefe. I remember seeing them, like him, he hunted for a Zapdos. That was going to be a guaranteed shiny when he traded it to Gold and Silver. So when he brought it into Pokemon Stadium 2, you would see a shiny Zapdos. Also, we can't use Blood Moon Ursaluna. If you need help on what to bring, I would recommend bringing Vaporeon with Water Absorb. If you can build one with Terra Steel, that'd be perfect. That's going to be a great wall for this fight. You don't want to bring anything that's weak to Psychic water or fairy type moves for this fight. Steel type is the best move because it resists majority of the moves. It still takes neutral from water moves, but if you bring something that has water absorb, like Vaporeon, Clodsire, Lapras, then you can't even be hit by a water move. So if you're a Tera Steel and you have water absorb, you pretty much won't be able to take any damage really in this fight. And that's, even if you don't know what to do, as long as you're in a group with us and you bring something that just doesn't die every turn, then we'll be able to beat the fight. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was thinking that too. It could be, it's possible. I bet you any money that Blood Moon Ursulina was a shiny, now that I think about it. Like, now that I think about it, I have a feeling they were trying to lobby with a shiny Blood Moon Ursulina. Like personally, it's like, whatever, you know? It's just like, my mindset these days, especially, is just like, it's a video game. You know, it's like, speaking of gamer rage, we were just talking about that a little bit earlier. It always happens. I feel like every rage stream I've ever done, there's always like somebody coming in like going a little bit, you know. Alright, let's see. I'm just waiting to see if anyone else wants to join. I mean, thankfully, this will be poetic if DS joins, like right now, like. They might not be trolling though, as well. Like, I don't want to like assume too much. Like, it can come off as trolling, but they might just generally not really know what to do. And the natural instinct is to just flex. You know, they're like a Buzzwole in real life. Oh. I mean, we could definitely duo this. Might as well just do it. Because I haven't been able to do the raid yet with this person, and I don't want to keep making them not get a successful raid. That would be terrible. So let's just jump into it. We could beat this. We'll show you how it's done. Watch these NPCs. See, these NPCs will act as people that don't know what to bring, and they'll just die, you know, every couple turns, and that's quite okay. At least in this situation, because their deaths don't matter. Very nice. Vaporeon is just such an easy build for this. I'm kind of lazy. I already had a Clodsire build and I just changed its Tera type, and I found that to work. Sure, Lenny. I would love to know something crazy. Still keeping hopes out for that third shiny Bounsweet. You were wonder trading months ago and you received a shiny Keldeo? Wait. Ow. I thought you couldn't wonder trade mythical Pokemon. That's crazy. The championship winner ribbon on it. What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Well, I mean, I know what you mean by the ribbon, but what does it mean if it has the ribbon on it? Did they release a shiny Keldeo through? Did they actually release one before? Is that? I've never even. Like, I'm so confused. Like, is that even a real ribbon? Like, now you mention it, I don't know if I've ever seen that title. Yeah, like, it's given to the champion, right? Like, the person actually pops. Oh, I got the third one! Nice. Oh wait, I can only use Mudslap. I need to read. I need to learn to read. I'm just sitting there button mashing, not knowing what was going on. Yeah, I figured Zeta that while I was doing Community Day, I would do like Talon, because I didn't really feel like going out for Community Day. And I just got my third Bounsweet, so that worked out. Of course I fall asleep on the turn that I lose my ability. That's... I'm just gonna do this wake up. Right now we just have 2 people in this raid. But I will be hosting a bit more. Fluctuating. Oh my gosh, why do I keep... Oh my... I'm wasting so much time by not reading. I'm so sorry. May I be forgiven? Thankfully I can finally use a different move. Alright, this is gonna be, like, interesting. We're setting up, trying to get ready to go on the offense. I'll throw an attack cheer up as well. Oh, okay, so, well, what are you using? I would recommend bringing Tera Steel Vaporeon, and we could help you beat the raid. So yeah. Alright, let me go on the offense. Actually, I'll do an attack cheer on the next turn. Gotta start smacking this. Nice. Yo, what's up, Toasty? Great to see you. Let me get an attack cheer off. Okay. We should be good now that we're like on the offense. Yeah. Let's go. Good job. Oh yeah, if you change your Clodsire to Tera Steel, you'll be fine. As long as it has Water Absorb and Tera Steel, you'll be fine. That's a good Pokemon to use. I mean, that's what I'm using. Tera Steel is clutch because it does have Psychic on it. Nice. Alright. Okay. Got one Sour Herba Mystica from that. Let me get up another raid here. Do you want to join this next one, Zeta? Or do you need to change the Tera type at all real quick? I mean, if you're using Amnesia, you're fine. You should be fine with Amnesia. I don't think so. I mean, even this raid came out of nowhere. Am I the only one that... Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I feel like they announced it the day they released it. Or am I crazy? Because I was actually a day behind because I was so caught off guard by the raid. But maybe I just haven't been paying attention. It was pretty quiet for a minute there. Wasn't many raid announcements. Alright, let me go find the Primarina. Alright, Zeta, what's your in-game name so I can make sure you join? We'll make sure to get you in on this raid. Excuse me. Alright, perfect. Easy enough. Yeah, because the raids, they go away in about like an hour or so, right? So you came in at a good time. Okay, that's not the right one. That occasionally will happen. There'll be 2 fairy type. There it is. Oh, I hate this area. It's so laggy in the water. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just inconvenient. One of these is an imposter. Why is there a Sliggoo just chilling with all these creepy? How are you gonna want to put up a fight against me? Alright, yeah, this should be it, so get ready. I'm trying to think if they're doing Alola. They haven't done Incineroar. Who else? Oh yeah, because they did the Decidueye already. I mean, they could do Incineroar next, right? Would that make sense? Alright, let me get the raid up. Shiny Dondozo is sick. Actually, I was wondering, do people still... Is there a way to run Dondozo in Regulation G? That's what, like, the Dondozo strategy in BGC is been pretty prevalent throughout all of the regulations, but I don't even know if people run it anymore. Like, I'm honestly not sure. One of the most unique, like, symbiotic relationships between Pokemon. Alright. We have room for one more person. I got my Bounsweet. I'm gonna evolve this while we're chilling here. Since we got this, I'm gonna bring in the oh, that's such a cool looking shiny. I never looked at this shiny line. That's a super cool shiny. Get the... I'm just gonna evolve it all the way, why not? But I'm gonna bring Dash Bun, just so I can go for Snarls. We'll be able to beat this. And I have my Serena shiny. That's a pretty cool color palette. And that's my Dex entry. I never evolve anything in these games. Like, look how much candy they have on it. I have not even evolved it before. I mean, granted, I got a bunch today. That way we have the full fam. Let's get the Bounsweet evolved here. I'm gonna go for Misty Terrain so I don't fall asleep. Doesn't this make the Moonblast stronger though? No, I think it will be fine. I'm gonna be snarling away. Don't judge me. Here we go. Yeah, I think it's a pretty easy fight. We got like a very solid team here. I mean, I'm glad that we were able to catch you, Zeta, because my goal for today's stream was to stream long enough to obtain the Shiny family on Community Day. And that's pretty much what happened. Like, I was probably going to end the stream in about like another raid or two, honestly. So, good timing. I won't get too ahead of myself. Maybe we'll somehow... It'll be a freak accident and we'll be punished here. I'm just gonna go for defense here real quick. I love Cloud Fire. It's such a cool design. I'm gonna die once. Sorry, Squad. Wait, the Snarl will miss. That's the only downside about Snarl. But I'll be able to come back in now and just kind of nerf it down. Because it only removes its negative effects one more time, and that's at the very end of the shield phase. And by then, we'll probably have already been... We'll be fine. What is with this lag, though? Holy smoke, that took like 20 years. Where am I? There we go. Encore is the worst that could have happened. Yo, honestly, Encore is such a troll. There's a really good moveset for Iron Bundle. I almost said Delibird. Iron Bundle, it's one of those Pokemon that can do really well with Encore. It's such a fast Pokemon, and it can punish people for trying to set up or use Protect in a fight. It's insane. You're about to amnesia. It's okay, don't worry. I thought bringing Rage Bun would help out, but maybe... This has been a very interesting fight. Oh my gosh, I'm asleep. Jeez, this fight is brutal. If anyone has a heal cheer, maybe go for it. Let's see. The reason why I think that the Steel Tera type is just better is just because you can resist the Psychic moves. You don't have to worry about setting up in the face. Oh my gosh, I keep getting put to sleep. I should have just brought something different. Like, you don't want to be in a position where you have to keep healing to survive. Let's see. Wake up, little one. Let me connect these snarls. I think we'll be okay, actually. I see we're getting that momentum now. Everyone was pretty much setting up for a bunch of turns. That's why it looked crazy. And I'm finally connecting snarls and they're not missing. So that's good. They'll help out. We'll be fine. See, like, it was just kind of like, it's like a steamroll now. Yes, James. I've seen some crazy strategies for sure. Kamala? Are you serious? Great job, everyone. Kamala can solo this? Are you serious? Like, what does it do? Wow, we got 2 sweet and 1 bitter herb from that. Great job. Well done. That's a lot of herb. Kamala can solo this? No way. That was a little close. Good job though. I'm glad that we were able to get it for you. Here, I'm gonna do about, I think I'll do like 1 or 2 more raids. And then I'm gonna head off for the day. Let's see. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna do 1 more raid. So let's make it count. Alright, chat. You'll send a sauce? Sure. That's crazy. I love people that like to use the baby Pokemon in pre-evolution forms. Oh wait, it's like... What have I done to deserve another raid in the water? What have I done to deserve this? You know what'd be crazy? On the next gen Switch, playing this game on it. Like, we'll actually be able to play, I assume, Scarlet and Violet for the first time, how it was intended to be played legally. Because I know people have, they played this on their like computer or emulator or something. And apparently, like, with the frame rates up, it's pretty solid, but... Crazy to think, once this game is no longer... I mean, have you played Sword and Shield since you played this game? Remember how everyone complained about Sword and Shield, how ugly it looked? When you go back and play Sword and Shield, it's like, it's a pretty good game. Like, it actually, like, I don't know, I feel like, I've never disliked Sword and Shield like that, but I do feel like, after playing this game for a while and going back to Sword and Shield, it's like, wow, people really crapped on this game. But maybe it just is a sign that there's like a decline in quality since the DS era in general. I think there is an argument to be made that Pokemon going to 3D has not been the best. That's what I was thinking, Zeta, that you maybe are in a situation where you want to be more conservative with your Tera Shards, and that's totally fine. I totally understand. Even when I changed my Clodsire to Steel type for this, there's a part of me that was like, I remember at the very beginning of this game how hard it was to get Tera Shards. It still is kind of difficult, but like, yeah, to be just wasting them on things that I'm not even going to use really is kind of crazy to think. Yo, what's up, the Bims? Yeah, I'm trying to be more consistent. Dude, I haven't seen you forever. How's everything going? Yeah, that would be great if they would transfer the saves. I bet you any money, I feel like they had a similar thing with DS's back in the day. Well, then again, not like in the sense of like the save files, because the save files are obviously on the cartridge. But I think there's a way to transfer like your DS information from like an older DS to a newer one, if I remember correctly, like the Me stuff. Maybe there's a way to do it with the new Switches. Awesome. I'll definitely check that out when I'm done streaming because that's so cool. I'm debating on just using Clodsire. Yeah, I'm just gonna run Clodsire this time. We'll keep it simple. Double Clod, double Vaporeon. I totally understand the Bims. I mean, that's fair to say. Personally, I think my favorite Switch era game, the way just purely based on what it looks like, I kind of like the aesthetic of Let's Go. I mean, it's a little bit different because it's not like an open world game, but I just feel like that game, the Pokemon models felt like they had a lot of life to them when they're like following you and walking around and such. But in the open world terms, I don't know. Like, Scarlet and Violet just has a lot of lag. That's like the biggest issue with it. Yeah, that's true greatness. I caught this, like, I'm trying to remember when I caught. I did a stream hunting for this. I think Clodsire is peak design. Like, I'm a big amphibian lover. So, I already like Rupert. I already like Quagsire. But Clodsire, it takes that like expression that Quagsire has and just gives him like a little chunky little body too. And he also has like those like crazy spikes that pop out. He's cool. I'm a big fan of just like simplistic expressions in like cartoons. Like very just like dumb looking things. I was thinking of Slowpoke when I said that. Cause it's not like my favorite Pokemon, but I love Slowpoke. I love that it's just like, especially like the lore between like Slowking, how he's intelligent. How do I show the Switch screen on the live? So I have they call it a video capture card. And pretty much it plugs into my computer. And from there, I am sending the signal. I plugged my HDMI cable from my Switch into the video capture card, and it sends that signal from my Switch monitor. Well, it actually sends from the monitor that I'm sending the Switch to. It sends that signal to my computer, and then I use OBS, which is an open broadcast. It's pretty much like a free broadcasting software. Everyone uses it, and yeah, it just sends a signal through there. I can pretty much use OBS as like a canvas of inputs, where you can use like from multiple different sources, a different media. Like I have a background that I made that's like animated, that's like a movie file that just plays on repeat the entire stream. I'm casting my Pokemon GO stream to my computer as well. It's taking that signal over my Wi-Fi. But yeah, it's just like if you just search capture card, Elgato is a very popular brand. It's good too. You can now the BIMs because they changed it, so now in Pokemon GO, if you go up a level in friendship with someone, pretty much, if they do it without you asking, whenever you log on, it'll show you that you hit best friends, or ultra friends, or good friends. It'll actually give you the option to drop a lucky egg. Like, it'll actually ask you if you want to drop a lucky egg before you receive that experience. So nowadays, it's like not really that big of a deal if you break a friendship level in GO, because they created some like little safety net for people that love egging their experience. Oh, I see. I think it's okay. I feel like it's not going to make much of a difference. Like, unless they somehow just open their game, they're not looking at it at all and just pressing through stuff, they will get the notification. By the way, this is the last raid of the stream. I'm going to head off after this. I hope you had yourself a good end of the Primarina raid cycle. Maybe if you did Community Day. Hopefully you had some good luck with that as well. But I really appreciate you tuning in today's stream. You did a snapshot of a Pokemon 7 days in a row. What did that do? Oh, I see. I see. I see. That makes sense. If you're still leveling up, you need that EXP. So, I got 3 sweet. We all got 3 sweet Herba Mystica from that. It's awesome. So, Eternal says they have a Primarina raid that they're willing to host if anyone wants to join. Primarina, I feel like Primarina is underrated. Like, it doesn't really get much play in the competitive scene, but there's definitely people that love Primarina. I don't know if it's necessarily underrated. Maybe just not as common. But I know people out here fanning for Primarina. They love that Pokemon. So with that being said, I mean, in the generation, I will say it's probably like Incineroar, Decidueye, Primarina. At least, like, I'm looking at that as from a competitive battler. That's like how I rank them. But Incineroar is just like, should have never been made. That makes sense, the BIMs. You definitely got to get that EXP. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone wants to do another Primarina raid, Eternal's going to host one. But I'm heading off for the day. I just want to recap. I did... Oh wow, literally at the end of my storage here, that's crazy. I did end up getting my 3 shiny Bounsweet, that's all I really wanted. I evolved them, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I'll catch you next time, and if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that like button on the way out. With that being said, Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. You have good morning, evening, afternoon, tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. And there's the code also if you want to join Eternal's Primarina raid. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. This is where some type of music would go. There would be music here. Possibly some song that you would hear while the outro is playing. It's an outro. It's an outro.